Hello everyone, Geriatric here, and as you can see on your screen, I was one of the lucky ones. I've got the Nintendo Classic Mini. I am so excited. The way I got this, which I'll talk a little bit about later, but it's just amazing, and this is an excellent machine. Very easy startup, and just look at this list of games. I mean, there's just a ton of cool stuff here. So before we start, I guess talk a little bit about my Nintendo experience, the first one at least. My back in the old days, the glorious old days of 1980. My mother would go to a local grocery store that actually rented systems. And so when the Nintendo came out, she would rent the system. You got it for about 3 days, 4 days, and then you had to return it. Well, one day she got there and it was sold out. It was rented out. So she said, "You know what? We rent this every time, and why don't we just buy it?" So she came back, and when we said, "Hey, did they have it?" She said, "No, but I just decided to buy it." And it was crazy because the Nintendo I got had the Nintendo system, but the game included was a Mickey Mouse game, which is crazy. And I've looked through like the history of Nintendo trying to figure out why was this ever put instead of, Super Mario Brothers or something. And I still could not find it. But this was the first system I had. We had an Atari, but when it was out, it was actually my parents played it more than I did. Them and their friends. So it's very interesting. There's a lot of great games here. I'm going to try to play quite a few of these games. And if you notice, I don't have the face cam because I decided, you know what? If there was YouTube back then, they wouldn't have face cam. So we're going to see it in all its 8-bit goodness. As I said, very easy. Display, options, language, legal notices. This is cool here. The manuals, if you scan this, it'll actually give you the original manuals, which is just mind-blowing. The Nintendo controller fits great. It feels just like the end. So Paintivity is going to play a few of these games too. But so since we've gotten it, we're going to start with the original, which is not that one, which is the real original, Mario Brothers, not Super Mario Brothers. But we're going to start with Super Mario Brothers. Alright, are you ready, folks? Are you ready to come back to the past? Are you ready to go back to a time where the graphics weren't great, but it was amazing? Here we go. Oh, just look at it. No music. Just no music. Here we go. You know the theme. Dun 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 dun. Oh my god. So Mario Brothers, when it came out, was just, it was interesting because this was, a lot of the arcade games prior to this were, Pac-Man or Galaga. So this was the first one where it was like, oh, listen to that. Oh my god. So this was the first one where it was like a side-scrolling, like, adventure game. And we got to the end of the level. Gotta get that flag. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel like a kid. But as you can see, the graphics in this are very good. They're very crisp. Oh god, here it comes. The time when you knew you were in a bad time is when you heard this theme. Did any theme really, scare you that much? Oh, the fire flower. Now, as you say, now for you younger kids, look at this. Can't go past. Got it, and looking good. So, Mario Brothers for me, I actually didn't play a lot of Mario Brothers because my favorite game, just screwed myself up there, but we can fix that. Oh, the star. Had to do with another iconic Nintendo character, which we will get to. But my sister played this a lot. She and her friends, they were in high school around this time when this came out. Yes, I know it's up there, but we're not going to cheat. played this a lot, and I actually remember the day that they actually beat this. And it was amazing because they were so excited, and I was right there with them, me and my brother, and it was just amazing that you had finally beaten this game. And I think what a lot of people... Oh, I forgot I can't. Oh, God. Oh, save that. A lot of people forget is how big Mario was back in the 80s when this first came out. I mean, breakfast cereals, cartoon series, a movie which was, well, it was certainly a movie. And, oh, I even got the fireworks. And it's just how big he was. He was everywhere. On Netflix recently, I even saw that their show that they had. It was called the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. And the middle part was a cartoon that, you know, dealt with Mario and everything, Adventures in the Mushroom Kingdom. But the interesting thing, especially now as an adult, is there was these live action segments where Captain Lou Albano, wrestler, played Mario along with some guy who played Luigi. I don't know who it was. I don't think it was anything big. But it were just funny little skits and stuff of them in Brooklyn back when they were still plumbers. And there was actually quite a few guest stars, big guest stars in there. There was, you know, Cyndi Lauper and Ernie Hudson, who reprised his role from the Ghostbusters movies. And they were funny, and they still kind of hold up, especially those things. So if you have Netflix, check it out. It's called the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. I remember... I knew that was going to happen. Oh yeah, folks, when you die here, you go right... Oh, I forgot about that. If you're small and you get the fire flower, you don't get fire, you get just back to being big. But, yeah, check it out. It is some good stuff. They've got about one season on there. Oh god, I even remember... Oh god, what was the name of that? Oh, the dance, Do the Mario. Till next time, everybody, do the Mario. Uh-oh, flames. Means Bowser's close. Oh, there you are. Come on. There we go. Oh, gotcha. And, of course, there's Toad. The first time we saw Toad. Thank you, Mario, but our princess is in another castle. Oh, Toad. And it was interesting because it didn't start really with this because when Sega came out with their first system... Not the Sega Genesis. A lot of people actually didn't have it. So, it wasn't a thing. But eventually, me and my best friend, we had a rivalry about which was better. I was a Nintendo guy, he was a Sega guy. And his whole thing was like, well, the problem with Nintendo is it's just all family-friendly and stuff. But, as time pointed out, I won that argument. Sega is now owned by Nintendo. But I did like Sonic the Hedgehog. That was a fun game. But yeah, I mean, this just takes me back because what a lot of, you know, younger kids don't know today, you know, because you got like, oh, downloaded stuff and for their computer and stuff. But when you wanted to go over with your buddies, like on a sleepover or something, you wanted to play Nintendo or anything, you had to take it with you. And you had to be so careful, you know, not to... Oh, bounce right. Yeah. Get that. That you had to bring this and you had to hook it up. Oh, get the fireworks. And by the way, the reason I get the fireworks is because when I hit the time, it's a certain type of digit, like an even or an odd number. But you had to bring it over and you had to set it up, and it was a fun time. You had to make sure it didn't break. Oh god, the water level. Oh, there you are, Squiddy. I don't know if that's... I don't know. Did we ever find a name for that Squiddy? I don't know. Oh, God. Oh, I hated water levels. As most people do. But I think the simplicity of this and the way it flowed is why Mario is still successful. Because, you know, while the Wii U was not a success, and you know, I think history has kind of already determined that Mario Maker was a great game. If Wii U would come out with Mario Maker, we might be having a different discussion. I am not getting those coins out of the trap. but the Cheap Cheeps, that's their names, Cheap Cheeps. Because Mario Maker is so fun, and it's just, you know, that you can go back and do these levels like this. Because, you know, a very simple idea, because you had to, there's not story here. There's no, like, opening sequence that tells you why. You had to go to the manuals to look for why. That's where you found out, oh, there's this Princess Peach, and oh my god, this is the Fish Bridge level. Oh, I hate this level. I don't remember if I should run or not run. We're gonna keep a space here. But that's where you found out, like, oh, it's Bowser, and this is the, you know, the Mushroom Kingdom. So you actually had to read a lot of those. And there is a game on the system that I'm going to play that I'm going to go into depth about how important those manuals really were. And I know it's interesting to... Oh, you damn Cheap Cheep. To see these old games and be like, well, Jerry, are you going to, like, keep playing the new games? And I will. Oh, damn it. But yeah, I like this because, you know, as I said, my name is Jerry Hattrick, and my thing is, you know, retro before retro, because you know, some people have asked me, you know, why do you have that name? And what does that mean, retro before retro? And it's because people said that retro gaming started around, I think they said 1986. So, and I thought to myself, I was like, I was born in 1981, so I was retro before retro. And that's where the thing... So I wanted to play this and kind of, you know, take it back to my namesake. Oh, God, the flame one. Alright, come on, fire. Oh, my God. It's so weird having this controller in my hands, because you're looking for the top buttons and, you know, the left trigger and right trigger. But I mean, this controller was not, you know, very friendly, and it's funny because I think I can run and stuff and get a higher jump, but I'm like, I can't. Oh, that was not smart of me. Oh, where are you? Oh, and he's got the blocks. Come on. Alright, come on, Bowser. Come on, do it. Do it. Do it. One more. One more. One more for Daddy. Come on. Oh, God, I knew that was going to happen. Is that this... I mean, this controller gave you blisters when you played, because literally it's just a directional pad and two sets of... It's two buttons. That's it. Sorry. I love that pause sound. And no save file, kids, but... This system has fixed that. At any time you can hit a reset, go to the main menu, and, excuse me, I'm sorry, and you can save the game from anywhere. It's a save anywhere, which, you know, I think back to when I was a kid and I was like, you know how much I would have killed to have something like that? Okay, we gotta keep this, To have something where you could save, because the biggest one was... I believe it was The Legend of Zelda. That's the first... You know what, Bowser? I don't even care. Had a save function, and that was just earth-shatteringly revolutionary. Hello, Toad. Princess in another castle. Yes, I know, Toad. Okay, so... Let's stop here, and I will show you. And here's the only thing. If you have this and you're kind of figuring out, well, how do I save, is you actually have to hit the reset button. So we're going to hit that. And there it is, see? So we go down, and we're going to save it right, and there it is. And it's saved now. So I'm going to end this video here. There is going to be more of this. So, and as I said, we're going to play... I don't know if we're going to play all 30 games here, but we are going to try to play as many as we can. We're going to finish up Mario. And God, I just feel like a kid again. And I'm hoping, if Nintendo sees this, that if you're ever thinking of doing something like this for the Super Nintendo, which was the system that actually had the game that got me into gaming, please do it. I would buy it. And as I said, in the next one I'll tell you a little bit about how I got this system today. So this is Jerry Attrick, and this is the Nintendo system. And I just want to tell you, you remember a time where the only way to fix a game was to blow on the cartridge? Geriatric remembers. Where are we going? Oh, what are you? Hello. it can test them. When up, permanent items like this ones are specific, they never disappear, even if you die. Get them after racking up some milestones are very powerful. Okay?
Lucky me.
Well, lucky.